If you have an accident claim, there's a question that the insurance company doesn't want you to ask. And as you'll see from Pierre's case, if you ask it, it may help you get a much bigger settlement. One Christmas night, Pierre was going shopping for presents for his kids. He was trying to give his kids a better Christmas than he had when he was a child. Pierre was driving his car down the street when he attempted to make a left-hand turn into a gas station. At the same time, another driver was coming the other way. Pierre didn't see the other car and hit it head-on. Pierre's airbags deployed and paramedics rushed him to the hospital. There, they took an x-ray of his hand. And then Pierre got some bad news. The x-ray showed that his finger was broken. So the doctor put a cast on Pierre's finger. This presented a problem. Driving was a part of Pierre's job and his employer wouldn't let him drive with a cast on his hand. Then Pierre got some good news. After he hired me, I found out that USAA insured the other driver with $50,000 in bodily injury liability insurance on his personal car. This was big news because millions of drivers drive without insurance. While $50,000 sounds like a lot of money, Pierre didn't have health insurance. He was nervous because he'd heard stories about people going bankrupt because they couldn't pay their hospital bills. At the time of the accident, the other driver was driving a rental car. However, he didn't purchase rental car insurance, so he didn't have additional coverage. Fortunately, Pierre did not need surgery to his finger. Pierre also had neck pain and an MRI showed that he had a herniated disc in his neck. I requested the crash report and saw that a witness told the police officer that the other driver was driving with its lights off. But we had a problem. The officer never got that witness's name, so we had no way of getting into contact with that witness. This was bad for Pierre because the rules of evidence prevent you from using a witness's statement in this instance. We had another huge issue. When Pierre made the left-hand turn, he violated the other driver's right-of-way. Normally in this instance, Pierre would not have a case against the other driver. I asked the insurance adjuster the question that many accident victims never ask. I asked, "Did your insured do anything wrong to cause the accident?" The adjuster responded by saying that when the driver left his home, he turned his headlights on. But he then stopped at a gas station and he wasn't sure if he turned his lights back on. This was great for Pierre's case because it was possible that the driver had his light off when he hit Pierre. And this would explain why Pierre never saw him. After threatening to sue, I got USAA to pay us the $50,000 bodily injury liability insurance limits. This saved Pierre the cost of suing. And since we didn't sue, my attorney's fees didn't increase. This saved Pierre over $3,000. But we were able to get this $50,000 settlement because I asked the adjuster this question. Now you may be thinking, why would the adjuster answer this question if it could lead to him paying more money? And you'd be correct some of the time. You see, there are different types of claim adjusters. Some of them are more reserved and won't give away much information. Heck, I once asked an adjuster how long they've been handling claims and they refused to answer that simple question. The adjuster said,
"Why does that matter?"
But then there's another type of claims adjuster. They like to talk more and they're not so stiff. Over my 19-year career, I've dealt with many adjusters like this. I've gotten adjusters to give me lots of valuable information that I would have never known if I didn't ask. And many times what they've told me has resulted in larger accident settlements. By asking certain questions, you may be able to get valuable info that can help your case. But it's all about asking claims adjusters the right questions. And in this video here, I tell you the 9 most powerful questions that insurance adjusters fear you asking. So watch that video now or click on the link in the description below. And if you're seriously injured in Florida or on a cruise and you think that someone else may be at fault, click on the link in the description below to see if I can represent you.